All right, guys, this is going to be my top 10 under $10 from the drugstore. So I tend to be a budget-friendly beauty lover. So I just wanted to share a few of my top 10 finds that are under $10. And yeah, so let's just jump into it. So the first thing I want to talk about, and I've posted this on my Insta before, but this is the e.l.f. Illuminating Primer. So this primer is really pretty. I'll kind of show you. It comes out like this yellowy color. But see, it just gives you a nice, healthy glow. And you would be surprised at how beautiful it actually looks under your makeup. So I'm a combination to oily skin type, so I actually mix this with another more matte primer just because if I put this all over, I'm gonna look like a grease ball by the end of the day. So I mixed this with my normal primer that I use, and it just gives you a really healthy, beautiful glow. I cannot tell you how many compliments I get on my makeup when I'm wearing this. It's just crazy how well it works. So $6, really affordable. Okay, so the next thing is a foundation. Also posted about this previously, but this is the Maybelline Fit Me Foundation. So this is the matte and poreless because again, I do tend to be on the oilier side. They also make a dewy and smooth for those girls that are a little bit drier. The thing that I love about this is that the color range is incredible. I mean, I don't even know how many colors they have, but it's a million. So if you cannot find your color in this or your shade in this, I don't know, you're living life wrong because literally every color. I think this is $5.99 at the drugstore, so super affordable. I will say the matte and poreless does not have a SPF in it, so make sure that's in your moisturizer. The dewy and smooth I think has like SPF 20 in it, so. I am in the shade, I guess I should tell you this, 115 right now, just for reference. I'm a little bit darker, not that I get that dark in the summertime, but a little bit darker, so 115. I think 112 is my winter shade. Okay. This is my true love. This is the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. So it's typically about $7.99. Sometimes you can find it on Amazon for a little bit less expensive. This stuff is literally my secret weapon. You can see I've almost used up. This is my second bottle. I have one on deck ready to use. But this I use for my under eye. I contour with it. So I like do a little triangle. I bring it down where I have some redness here. I do up the middle of my nose, on my chin a little bit. You can see how bright it looks in the camera. But this stuff is incredible. I also do like wedding makeup from time to time. So like bridesmaids, brides, and I will use this over the Tarte Shape Tape. I love the Shape Tape, but for whatever reason, this stuff is just to die for. It covers so well. So Maybelline Age Rewind, $7.99. All right, the next thing would be powder. So I really love the Stay Matte powder by Rimmel. This is in the shade Natural. I also do translucent in the winter time. But this is such a good finishing powder. I believe it's $3.99, and just keeps you really matte throughout the day, keeps things smooth, without feeling heavy and cakey. So that's what I really love about this. Yeah, comes in a bunch of shades. They actually make some really nice bronzers as well. So that's not on the list, but I do like them. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is this lovely little palette. I have it upside down, I apologize. So it's by Rimmel, and they partnered with Kate Moss to make this. So Kate, good work, girl. So I love this because it is small, it's compact. I can just toss it in my suitcase when I travel, and it's everything I need. So it's a highlighter, it's a contour, and then it's got a blush. The blush is not my favorite color of all time, I will admit that, but it's okay, and sometimes I can kind of mix it with the contour to kind of lessen the pink effect. But I really do like this highlighter. It's a really nice subtle highlight. It's a good warm highlight, so nice for the summer. The contour, so when you contour, you really want more of a taupe, a cooler tone. So this is better than some of the other bronzers that I have for that. And then again, the blush. So it's just nice that it's all in one package. $6.99 from Target. So that's a good one. what else? I guess while we're talking about highlighters, I'll talk about these NYX highlighters. I have two of them. I have Ritualistic, which is, that's my shade of highlighter because it is, see how shimmery it is? Oh, it's beautiful. But it is lighter, so love that. And then Narcissist is for anybody that's more of a bronzy skin tone because it's more peachy. And I'll use that sometimes like around my eyes and stuff. It just kind of depends on what look I'm going for. But these run about $9 at the drugstore. I like a lot of NYX products. I have another one I'm going to talk about, but these highlighters are like, let me just like swatch one for you really quickly because it's like a strobe, like boom, that is a highlight. So for $9, and that's a pretty decent size of product too. So NYX highlighter. Next I want to talk about the Milani Cosmetics Liquid Eye. So this is like a gel pencil, and I'll just kind of show you, that is black. It is like a Sharpie for your eye. But because it is a gel, you can kind of like smudge it and play with it a little bit more versus like an actual liquid liner. It takes a little bit longer to dry. So again, NYX, I think that this was, I want to say $3.99 as well. I actually ended up finding this at the grocery store for some odd reason, but I really love it. It's a good go-to. You do have to sharpen it often just because it does put on a good layer of product every time you use it. So there you have that. What's next? Okay, e.l.f. I have two e.l.f. Eyeshadow palettes that I want to talk about. So the first one, this is $3. Okay? It's not a ton of colors, but you can do a lot with these, okay? So these two, well, I guess this little pink shade, this bronze shade, and then this little purple plum, whatever, those are all kind of shimmery, and then there's this matte brown, and then this lighter shade has a little bit of shimmer to it. So you could really do a lot for that with that palette for $3, okay? And again, that's by e.l.f. Cosmetics. This one's a little bit more. This was $10, and I did have to order this online. So I ordered this from their website because it's not available in the stores. But let me just show you. It's a really pretty mix of shimmers and mattes and satin finishes. More of kind of a rose gold smoky eye look you could do with this, but still some really pretty neutrals. So right at that $10 mark, and again, I did get it online. One thing I like about both of these is they did not try to put some stupid eyeshadow tool in there, like a brush or whatever, because those are never good, the ones that come in the compacts. So thank you, e.l.f., for not wasting anybody's time with a stupid little eyeshadow applicator. Just stick to the shadows. Okay, the next thing is this CoverGirl. It's called the Supersizer. It's a fiber mascara. So one thing about fiber mascaras that sometimes I have trouble with is that they like flake a little bit throughout the day, and you'll have like all these little black specks on your eyes, right? So this does not do that. I was kind of turned off at first because the wand is kind of weird, right? It's like little and not the nice big brush that I normally like. But the thing that's nice about this is this allows you to get like way down in at the root of your eyelash and really like work your way up so you coat the whole thing. Now, because it's a fiber mascara, it does build really well. So because of those fibers, it's gonna build on top of each other so you get a good, I'm actually wearing it today, but a good thick look, I guess I would say. So I believe this was $6.99 at the drugstore. The other thing I like about this is that it doesn't flake. It stays on really well throughout the day, but when you go to take it off with makeup remover, it comes off really well, or really easily too. So there you have it. Okay, the final thing I want to talk about, I think this is technically 11 items, but I have to tell you about this. This is the NYX Butter Gloss. So this is the shade Angel Food Cake. It's actually the shade I have on. So the bottle looks a little bit darker, I feel like, but it's a good neutral. Most of these, almost all of these are good neutrals. It has good pigmentation, but it's not like, whoa, over the top. So I definitely would recommend these. $4.99 at the drugstore, but they're such a buttery, luxurious product. I mean, it really is very moisturizing. It doesn't dry your lips out. It stays on well. Just a really beautiful product. Again, comes in a ton of colors. NYX is just such a good brand. So there you have it. Technically my top 11 under 10, but I hope that helps you guys find some good things at the drugstore for a decent price. So got to stay within that budget, and hopefully this helps.